While exploring space for new habitable worlds, a probe belonging to the bioengineering corporation Life Foundation discovers a comet covered in symbiotic life forms. This marks the beginning of an extraordinary journey. The probe returns to Earth with 4 samples, but one escapes and causes the ship to crash in Malaysia. The Life Foundation recovers the other 3 and transports them to their research facility in San Francisco, where they discover that the symbiotes cannot survive without oxygen-breathing hosts, which often fatally reject the symbiosis. The team faces numerous challenges as they try to understand and control the alien life forms.
I can't believe what I'm reading. Human trials? This is insane.
Investigative journalist Eddie Brock reads about these human trials in a classified document in the possession of his fiancée Anne Wing, an attorney preparing a lawsuit defense for the Life Foundation. Eddie is shocked and disturbed by what he discovers.
Eddie, you shouldn't be looking at that. It's confidential. This could get you into serious trouble.
Carlton Drake, you need to stop these trials immediately. People are dying.
You have no idea what you're meddling with, Brock. This is bigger than you can imagine.
Eddie confronts Life Foundation's CEO Carlton Drake about the trials, leading to Eddie and Anne both losing their jobs.
Eddie, you've ruined everything. I can't do this anymore. We're done.
Consequently, Anne ends her relationship and engagement with Eddie. Eddie is left to reflect on his actions and the consequences of his confrontation. With his life in shambles, Eddie must now find a way to move forward. 6 months later, Drake's symbiosis trials are nearing success. However, one of his symbiotes dies due to negligence, causing a significant setback. The team is now under immense pressure to find a solution quickly. Eddie Brock is deeply worried.
She helps Eddie break into the research facility to search for evidence. Eddie discovers that an acquaintance of his, a homeless woman named Maria, is one of the test subjects in the experiments. They are shocked and horrified by what they find.
Eddie attempts to rescue Maria, but the symbiote possessing her transfers to his body without him realizing. He struggles intensely as the alien entity takes over, leaving Maria lifeless on the ground, her eyes closing slowly. I don't know what's happening to me. Something's wrong. I feel different. It's like something inside me is changing.
Eddie escapes and soon begins displaying strange symptoms. Desperate for answers, he reaches out to Anne for help, and her new boyfriend, Dr. Dan Lewis. They are his only hope. Dr. Dan Lewis discovers the symbiote on examining Eddie.
What is this thing inside me?
Eddie, we need to get you some help right now.
This is unbelievable. It's some kind of symbiote.
The discovery would change Eddie's life forever. A bond that would redefine his existence. This was just the beginning of a new chapter in Eddie's life. Drake exposes Skirth to the remaining captive symbiote, killing both.
You see, Dora, sacrifices must be made for the greater good.
No, please, don't do this.
This leaves the symbiote inside Eddie as the only known surviving specimen. Eddie's fate now intertwined with the alien entity, a bond that could change everything. The stakes have never been higher, and Eddie's choices will determine the future of humanity.
It later introduces itself to me as Venom and explains that the comet is searching for planets where the symbiotes can possess and devour the inhabitants. This revelation sends chills down my spine, and I realize the gravity of the situation.
Eddie learns the terrifying truth about the symbiote's intentions, realizing the grave danger that lies ahead, and the urgency to act becomes clear.
I break into my old workplace to turn in evidence of Drake's crimes, but then I'm surrounded by SWAT officers. It's a tense moment, and I know I have to act fast. The pressure is immense, and I can feel the adrenaline surging through my veins.
Eddie's desperate attempt to expose the truth leads him into a dangerous confrontation where every second counts. The stakes have never been higher, and Eddie must rely on his wits and newfound abilities to survive.
The symbiote has two weaknesses, high-pitched noises and fire. These vulnerabilities are critical in combating its control.
Although Venom claims the organ damage can be reversed, I use an MRI machine to separate him from Eddie. This method proves effective.
After the separation, Drake's men capture Eddie, complicating the situation further.
The battle against the symbiote's control reveals crucial vulnerabilities, but Eddie's ordeal is far from over as new challenges arise. Eddie must now navigate a world where the symbiote's influence lingers and new threats loom on the horizon. Meanwhile, the fourth symbiote, Riot, embarks on a perilous journey from Malaysia to San Francisco, transferring from host to host. It bonds with Drake, who agrees to take Riot in a Life Foundation space probe to collect the rest of the symbiotes and bring them to Earth.
We will bring the rest of the symbiotes to Earth. This is our chance to evolve. The future of humanity depends on this mission. Together, we will create a new era.
Venom, I know we've had our differences, but we need to work together now. Can I count on you?
When Eddie and Venom are bonded again, Venom promises that it has been convinced to help protect the Earth from his kind through its interactions with Eddie.
All right, let's do this. We have to stop Riot and Drake.
Eddie, I'm with you. Let's end this together. Together we are unstoppable.
After a lengthy battle, Venom damages the probe as it takes off, causing it to explode and kill both Riot and Drake. The explosion lights up the night sky.
We did it, Venom. We stopped them. The city is safe now.
No, this can't be happening. This was our last chance.
After the incident, Eddie returns to journalism.
Eddie, I thought Venom died in the explosion. Are you really free from it now?
And I'm not sure how to tell you this, but we're still bonded. Venom's still with me.
Anne believes Eddie is no longer bonded to Venom after this, and that Venom also died in the explosion. However, the pair remain secretly bonded and set out to protect San Francisco by killing criminals.
We've got work to do, Venom. San Francisco needs us. Together they become the city's dark guardians. The bond between them is unbreakable, and their mission continues.
In a mid-credits scene, Eddie is invited to interview incarcerated serial killer Cletus Cassidy, who promises carnage when he escapes.
Cletus Cassidy, this is going to be one interesting interview.
Cassidy's chilling promise echoes carnage. The tension builds as Eddie approaches Cassidy's cell, knowing the danger that lies ahead.